Hey, how are you guys? Yes, I'm just, this is Nick Struan here. I'm just sitting here. I just completed my first session for the afternoon. I teach Chinese students on the weekend, and it is such a blast. But I can't help thinking about when I teach, and I have mentioned this to my students, obviously, but and maybe you need to sort of think about that too, okay? Like when you are learning something, like we always sort of almost put it on the same level as having to do a chore at home, right? We think, oh, I have to do homework, I have to do this, and I have to do that, right? And oh my God, poor me, right? But, you know, is it really that bad when you think of it? And who's it for? It's for yourself, right? It's like slapping yourself in the face and saying, go and do it at the same time, right? You know? Like I can't help thinking about. I have a background in martial arts, in karate and kung fu and tai chi. I don't know whether you are into that or not, but I have been for a long time, for many years, and I was a teacher and have been teaching for 25 years, right? So I was competing in martial arts tournaments, right? And I cannot help thinking that when I was going for a tournament, that I would not be going for the tournament thinking that I could not do it, right? I could not beat the opponent. But I find a lot of the students, when I asked them about their exam score, I said, well, why did you only get 95 out of 120, right? Or say, less than that maybe. Because they say, oh, look, it's hard, and I was tired, and I had a headache, and all this sort of stuff, right? And maybe you're a little bit like that. You are not very happy when you do the homework, and when you go for exam, you're sort of, half-hearted, right? I even have students when I'm teaching them that sit and, on their text messaging with their mates while they're trying to learn from me, like I don't get that. And if you're like that, I mean, why waste your time, right? Why have an expensive foreign teacher, if you're going to sit and do text messaging with your classmates, right? That for me, that's ridiculous, right? So, and also like, if you are going for a fight, and an exam is a fight, right? It's a fight to get the best marks, right? Not against your classmates, but for your own thinking, right? For your own exam, for how you are going to project yourself in the future. And I want you to think about that. I mean, I want you to think about that everything that you do is a fight. And number one, you don't go into any fight thinking you cannot do it, okay? That's ridiculous again, right? You go into the fight saying, I will always win. I get the best score. I am the greatest. I am the best, and I will win, right? That's your thinking, and that starts 4 weeks before the exam or 4 weeks before the fight, right? Do you think that any of the talented or very popular movie stars or athletes or boxers or fighters, that they sort of go, oh, I'm not sure I can do this, like I'm really just, I can get, I mean, my last exam did, like whatever, right? I mean, they don't think like that. They don't have any doubt. What is doubt? That's when you think about that, all the other things that may not happen, okay? There's, you can have many, many, many reasons why you cannot do it, but you just need one reason why you think you can, right? And you need to think about that and concentrate about that. There is no going back. You are going to win, and that's the end of it, right? So when you think like that, And let me just go back a little bit here. I'm sure in your classes or at work or wherever you are, you have people that always do well, right? They always get the top mark. And maybe if you're in sales, they always, get the best check in, for the sales figures for the month and that. But if you ask them, how come you do always so well? They don't know. And they would say, I don't know, I just always do that. I always get the best mark. I always, top the sales records every month. I always do. That's just how I am. That's just what I do, right? They cannot tell you. But a large proportion of that has to do with two things. They prepare very well, and they never believe they can fail. Okay? I mean, why would you? Why would you go into a fight thinking, oh, he's probably going to beat me? And you stand in front of somebody there like that, and you're thinking, okay, you can hit me 20% and I will hit you 80%, right? I mean, it's not the right thinking, is it? And I'm right, right? Because you can, it's common sense, you can think of it. You need to be 100% focused when you go into the fight. You need to be 100% focused when you go into your sales meeting or your sales presentation. You cannot be half-hearted about something or be nervous and this. No, you have to focus your mind, right? So that when you go in there, you are on it, you are in it, and you are there to win it, okay? That's what you are doing. Now, to prepare for that, what if we say a month before the fight, we didn't bother doing any exercising, right? Well, automatically, you would tell your mind that you are not prepared, you're not ready, and doubt would creep in because you know that the other person has been practicing for more than a month, right? So, whenever you have anything in your life, treat it as a fight. And it starts 1 month before. Okay? Number one, you get your belief up there and you are making certain that you are going to win. And you keep telling yourself that. Okay, you get a little nagging doubts here and there, right? The little voices in our head that go, and that's the one right now saying, what little voice? What's he talking about, right? That one. Yeah. So you get that and he goes, oh, maybe he's too good. Maybe he's better than me. But just refuse to listen to it, okay? Acknowledge that it's there. Oh, okay, yeah. But, sorry, no, that's not me. I refuse to listen to that. I am going to win, and that's what I'm here for. I'm a winner, and I'm going to win, and nothing's going to stop me. I'm going to take him down. I'm going to win. I'm going to get that exam. I'm going to get the best scores ever. No. I don't want to listen to that. I am going to get the best marks in everything I do. That's me. That's how I am. Right? And the second thing, remember what was that? The first one is the belief and the commitment. And the second thing is preparation, your strategy, your plan. I'm going to run 10 kilometers a day. I'm going to fight in a bag. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to study every day for an hour. Now, let me just tell you here as well very quickly that it is not necessarily that you have to do 24 hours of study, right? That's not it, right? You just have to be doing the best you can. So if you're studying for a subject, study a couple of hours a day or 3 hours a day or whatever you think you need, right? Try to understand the subject. Don't treat it as a chore, but understand it. Enjoy it. You're doing it so that when you get to your date, your exam date or your fight date, that you can win and you can come out afterward going, yeah, I did it, okay? You can win, but you have to prepare for it and you have to believe it, okay? So in every exam, and I can teach you this, if you're not sure how to go about this and you're still unsure after you listen to me here, then connect with me. Find my email address. It's Nick Struan, S-T-R-U-A-N, Nick Struan @gmail.com, or simply just Google Nick Struan and you'll find me in there. Okay, I'm in Facebook, I'm in LinkedIn, I'm everywhere. Okay, so connect with me. Give me an email saying, hey, Nick, I want to learn this stuff, right? Okay? And then remember as well that if you are wanting to learn English, why not learn English while you are learning something else? Why waste your time sitting there going, Mr. Smith, likes his Coca-Cola, right? Like, let's talk what you want to do with your English. Connect with me, and I will teach you how to speak to anyone, to learn English fluently and naturally, right? I look forward to seeing you. My name is Nick Struan. Thank you for listening. Bye for now.